It is
Hey.
Tracy's birthday.
Oh, all right.
Happy birthday to you. Just kidding. We already sang to him on Saturday, but I am excited for this super exciting birthday episode. Why we love Google Data Studio and how to use it.
I like it.
Data focused, just for the birthday.
Sweet. Hey, birthdays are all about numbers, so let's talk about it in this episode, right?
So how many numbers do you have now on your birthday?
Gosh, I got a lot of numbers, but maybe not as many as other people.
What do you got?
I'm 32 today.
32. Look at this guy. 32 years old. He looks too young.
Yeah.
Too young to even be a consultant. I don't even know if I'm gonna take any advice from him.
Gosh, yeah, I don't know, man.
You get those real good gray hairs, they'll really take your advice then.
Yeah, there
You
you go.
get half gray and then they'll just be like, all right, here's the money.
I like it.
No, just kidding. So so Google Data Studio, and the whole point of Google Data Studio is
help reporting. Is this working or not? Are the efforts that I'm taking online, are they giving me a result? That's why we use Google Data Studio, and I think that's why you should be using Google Studio.
Exactly. And so you've got all these different reports. You've got maybe Google Analytics, you've got Google Search Console, which if you don't have that set up, you really should. Most people have Google Analytics set up on their website, but Google Search Console is super powerful. And then all this data comes in here. You can also take spreadsheets like Google Sheets or whatever and turn it into graphs.
Yeah.
Which I really like. And I really like because basically we have a Google Data Studio dash that we just have up on a TV in our office that just has all the main key performance indicators for our agency, for our company. So you can bring in a bunch of data from any source you could possibly want.
Absolutely.
And then mix in these graphs. So Analytics, Search Console, you can even connect your social media accounts.
Yep.
You can connect any other SEO tools you have. You can put
Google
the top keywords that people are Googling that you want to have on there, and then you can mix in graphs. And then one thing we really like to talk about is
what is the conversion on your website worth? I mean, that's a huge question, especially if you are spending time and effort on going after leads and trying to grow your business. It's super helpful to know what is the effort worth? What are you getting in results from the different marketing activities that you're taking? So we always ask, what is the customer lifetime value? And we multiply that by a closing ratio. So if you get 10 leads, how many of those 10 turn into new business? And what is that new business worth? Because that is really, I believe, and you're a firm believer of this as well, that is how marketing can become super, super powerful.
So you're telling me I can know the exact number that an average lead is worth to me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
Most businesses, if they're thinking about the impact of where every dollar is going, are interested in that.
You can tell me what the average amount of business coming in on my website for a month is?
Absolutely.
See, this is what I like about this program, because it's got this ability to help you see, hey, how much money is coming in off my website every single month.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that I really like. So we can, at a glance, say, oh, $70,000 worth of business came in off the website based on those two numbers, customer lifetime value and that closing ratio. And then it automatically pulls in the data, the conversions. So you have to have conversions tracked on your website, which everybody should, but if you need help with that, let us know. And then you multiply it by those two things. So you multiply it by, let's say your average customer lifetime value is $50,000, or maybe let's say $5,000, right? You take that number, how many of the conversions on the website are turning into new business? So let's say it's 1 out of 10. So if it was $5,000, it's now $500.
Yep.
So then every time a conversion happens on the website, boom, $500, $500, $500. It's really an average, but the point is to give it a sense for the understanding. And then it's also like, okay, so last year you had $35,000 come in on your website an average month, and now you have 70,000. So it's just really, to me, no one cares about any of this except when it turns into money.
You got it. And just to define a couple things, a conversion is?
Conversion is a contact form submission or a phone call. So we can track phone calls from your website too, which is, to some people, wizardry. We use a tool called callrail.com, and then we just pull it into Data Studio.
Yep. And what I think is really cool about this, again, the big caveat is these are averages, but this is for businesses that aren't selling products or services online. This is for businesses that just generate leads, and that's what's exciting to me, because e-commerce, it's very black and white, but we're Data Studio and tools like this help businesses who don't sell products over the internet.
And there are, and we have this resource, and I'll drop it below in the comments here. It does have e-commerce reporting templates.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about because, we sell, or we work with companies that sell premium services.
Yep.
So it's really important to get an idea of what is the average amount of money coming into my website, even if you're selling services. And this is a way to do it. And what I also like about this is that you have this ability to mix data and then to-do lists.
Yeah.
So we always have the big goal up top. So maybe, it's to increase conversions from 20 a month to 40 a month.
Yep.
It's probably a good average for our clients. And then you have your big goal up top, and then any of the most important KPIs on this dash. So like I said, for our clients, it's usually traffic, or maybe I didn't say, excuse me, but for our clients, usually traffic, organic traffic, the amount of money coming in from organic and the amount of money coming in from other traffic. And then you have that year-over-year graph to get it at a glance. You have your to-do list. And for ourselves, we take this even further and make Data Studio like a business, really a business tracking thing with our revenue, with our profit, and with a bunch of other data points that we wouldn't have from a client necessarily, but that allow us to get clarity at a glance of how the business is doing. And I think that that's the important piece. And it really is the value proposition for them. You need to know the most important numbers for your business at a glance. So why are KPIs, or key performance indicators, important?
Yeah, well, KPIs, key performance indicators, it's a data point that you track on a regular rhythmic basis. It keeps you focused on the goal versus kind of getting this shiny object syndrome, like, hey, look, we just got a bunch of people on this one page coming to our website. Well, is that really helping us get new business? So key performance indicators are super helpful because you're constantly measuring the same thing that is going to have an impact on growing your business. So a really common KPI for a lot of businesses, one of them is sales. So that is, another one a lot of times is leads generated. And so KPIs are important because it's something that you track over a regular rhythmic basis, and it's something that you can monitor changes over time. It's a guiding light, if you will.
What gets measured gets improved.
You got it.
And some other KPIs that you could use Google Data Studio for. One, effectiveness. We track in a spreadsheet the effectiveness for all of our clients. So the amount of traffic increased year over year. So the last time we tracked that, it was 83% for our clients. And then the other one is increase in leads year over year. So we have the effectiveness of our service on there. And the last time we tracked that, it was 126% increase in year over year leads. So you've got the effectiveness on there, and you can use that by pulling in from a spreadsheet. It's really, really nice. And then, we want to track our recurring revenue. We want to track our employee satisfaction. So that's something we do with a Survey Monkey every single quarter. See if we can increase it a bit every single quarter. Profit. We want to increase conversions and traffic for ourselves on our own website, and then leads and the amount of leads from organic search. So we're trying to improve these. And if something plateaus, hey, what do we need to push up past this plateau? What kind of big action could we take? What kind of new effort that we haven't been taking if we're hitting a plateau?
Yeah. Tim, gosh, that's a lot of information, a lot of different ways to connect different sources of data. This sounds really expensive. How much does it cost every month to have a tool like Google Data Studio?
It's actually 100% free.
Trick question.
What? No,
Thanks, Google.
Google Data Studio. I mean, these guys are nuts, right? Because it used to be a $10,000 tool
Yep.
that Google had made. It was kind of like this proprietary enterprise thing.
Yep.
And then boom, they're like, let's make it free. And so at that time, I found somebody who was leaving a big agency, and I said, hey, could you teach us how to use this for our clients? And brought them in here, had them consult. I love that as a strategy, by the way. When people are leaving their bigger company, bigger competitor, hey, let's see if they can come in here and teach us about this. Hey, their incentive, they're leaving, so they're not necessarily, their loyalty is low. And then you're grabbing all that intellectual property. Scary, right? No, this was an amazing opportunity, and Google Data Studio is really a powerful tool, and I strongly believe that you guys could get a lot out of this, whether it's for your website or whether it's for just your business analytics and understanding the ebbs and flows and graphing out the key points of your business. I'm going to leave a comment with a bunch of Google Data Studio templates. And I really appreciate you guys listening to this, and I hope you guys have an awesome week.
Have a good week, everybody. Do more of what you love this week.
Yes. All right. Bye, guys.